First thing you need to do is head down to the mainframe chamber with big ol' Samantha here, or Sam, and you need to get to around 10, I believe, is when this special zombie will spawn in. Oh, as you can see there was a lab technician that spawned in, and he dropped a floppy disk once I killed him. And once you have the floppy disk, you want to make your way into this room here, the east foyer, and in the corner will be a computer. You'll want to insert the floppy disk in there, and it'll start printing out on the machine next to it a code, but you first need to survive a few of the vermin that spawn in as you're waiting for it to actually complete. Once it's completed, it'll give you a certain word on there. So as you can see here, my word is Yeti in sector 4, so we're going to focus on Yeti. We're going to make our way over to the opposite side of the map here and into the nursery, where you will see these letters on this board. Now what these letters correspond to is each number in the word. So I got Yeti, so we're going to find the letter Y, and it's right over here on the right side, and that is 5. So E will be 4, E will be 8, and I will be 2. So 5, 4, 8, 2. Once you've gotten your code, head back down to the mainframe, past Sam, and open up this door to the Doppelgast. And input the code that you just got, 82. It'll open up, and now you'll need to kill this Doppelgast. And the enemies that came along with. Make sure you don't get too close, because these do in fact explode and they hurt quite a bit. And the Doppelgast will drop a severed arm. Now with the severed arm, head to the back tunnel here. Open up this door into the supply depot and into the armory. At the end of the door here, corridor, is the Raygun Mark II. Interact with this, and that is how you get the Raygun Mark II. So now that we have the Raygun Mark II, you want to head into the conservatory and shoot this blue rock with the ray gun, and it'll drop an empty canister. Now with this empty canister, you want to head over to Shem's henge, and just in front of Speed Cola, place it into this machine. So once the abomination has spawned in, you want to try and get the abomination to charge these rocks. You'll need to have the abomination ram his head into the rock in order for it to actually start floating up. Right. Now with all of them floating up, the abomination will die, and you just need to stand in the zone. Basically, it's a lockdown step, and we need to protect the center part here from zombies that will be coming after and just trying to disrupt it. Alright, now that it's done, head back up to the canister up here, and now you have the explosive canister. Now with canister in hand, head into the supply depot and to this workbench, and you can craft the Mark II-W, the submachine gun ray gun. To get the Plague variant of the ray gun, you want to head into the service tunnel and get the Casimir off of this big guy's body. Now with Casimir in hand, head behind double tap, and inside this spawn window you'll see a canister. Throw the Casimir outside of the window and it'll pull the canister in, and now you just have to wait for this animation to finish. Once it finishes, canister will drop and you can move on to the next step. So the next thing that you need to do is look around the map for these spores. They're pretty easy to spot once you know what they look like, and with the base ray gun you cannot shoot it with an upgraded one, shoot it, and it will drop a seed. Now these randomly spawn around the map, so it'll be pretty easy to spot them. Now once you have all 4, you want to make your way to the conservatory, and then you'll see these planter boxes. Interact, and now you need to defend the planter box that you just placed your spore in from any zombie attacking it. Alright, as you can see, this one has fully grown. And now we can just go ahead and go to another planter and start growing that one. Alright, once the last one has fully grown up, you're going to hear all of them pop, and go back to the canister where you will get a toxic one. And now head into the garden pond, or right where you spawn, and you'll see the next crafting station for your ray gun. And this one is going to be the Rotlight or the Blade one. Now for the final variant, the Raygun Mark II P, you're going to need to go around the map looking for the crate. And with the crates, you'll just want to break them. It doesn't matter if you use the Mark II or a regular weapon, you just need to break these crates open. Oh, there we go, we got it. And at a certain point, a essence bomb will pop out of the crate. It is completely random whether you can get it on the first crate or literally the last crate around the map. So good luck in getting that quick. Now with the essence bomb, you'll want to head down into the service tunnel, and to the left of the tier 3 armor, you'll see this rebel. Interact with it and it'll place the bomb down, breaking the door open. This is going to be kind of the main area that we're going to have to stick to once we get to the next item, which will be 3 different refractors. The first couple will be at the conservatory at this fountain. The next refractor is at the west balcony at this fountain. So what you're going to need to do is go into the mainframe chamber and make sure and grab yourself a couple of tomahawks, because we're going to forcefully break open this chamber to get our little test chamber or canister in. So now we go into the service tunnel, and you'll see it over here. You want to throw your tomahawks at the valves to open them up, and make sure you go up to the A valve. Once all of them have opened, head back over to the crafting bench, and you'll see that this chamber has slightly broken open. Grab yourself a Molotov and throw the Molotov at it, and it will grant you your canister. Now with canister in hand and your 2 reflectors, head into the serpent mound and go over and place the canister in here. That will trigger the crystal to light up. You want to place your reflectors on the corresponding spots as they show up here, and then melee the initial crystal. First we'll get shot through the beams, and it'll make this doppelgas come to life. Go ahead and just immediately kill it. And it'll show you that you have to kill 1 of 3 gas, and the beam will spawn back in. Now you're able to actually melee these lasers, or the reflectors I should say. And you'll want to melee the first one only 1 time, and then you go over to the other reflector here, and pick it up. Oops. And want to follow where this beam is taking us, and there is a little entrance right here. It'll take you up to the next spot where you'll place the reflector and melee it, and it'll bounce across to the next doppelgas, which then you want to melee the crystal once again. Or to send a beam over to resurrect this doppelgast. Once again, just immediately kill it. And that is 2 of 3. The crystal will spawn a laser back in. And for the final one, melee it once again, and the last doppelgast will be glowing. Again, melee the crystal and kill the final doppelgast. This one is going to be a lot harder to kill, as it is what Pasking would call a high value target, or HVT. Basically just a named doppelgast. That's a lot harder to kill. And with that, this area has been completed, and the canister has been filled up with the light. Now head into the director's quarters and you'll see the final workbench where you can craft the last ray gun, the preservation ray gun, or shotgun ray gun, or whatever, the lightman. I think it's the lightman. It's the light shotgun ray gun. So if this guide did help you in any way, then please make sure to subscribe for more videos on the map or future maps coming out, or future games that will be coming out. And I hope to see all of you in the next one.